Welcome to an exploration of the intertwined histories of angels, the Bible, and Black history, with a special focus on the history of slavery. This discussion delves into the role of angels as depicted in the Bible, the profound influence of biblical narratives on Black history, and the dual role of the Bible as both a tool of oppression and a source of liberation during the era of slavery. Angels are central figures in biblical texts, serving as God's messengers, protectors, and agents of divine will. In the Old Testament, their appearances are often tied to significant events and divine interventions. For example, an angel prevents Abraham from sacrificing his son Isaac, marking a pivotal moment in biblical history, Genesis 22:11-12. In the story of Jacob, angels are depicted as connecting the earthly realm with the divine in his vision of a ladder to heaven, Genesis 28:12. In the prophetic visions of Daniel, angels provide guidance and revelations about future events, further emphasizing their role as intermediaries between God and humanity, Daniel 9:21-27. In the New Testament, angels are integral to the narrative of Jesus' life and mission. They announce his birth to Mary, proclaim his resurrection to the women at the tomb, and appear at various key moments, underscoring the divine nature of Jesus' mission and the unfolding of God's plan, Luke 1:26-38, Matthew 28:5-7. The Bible has had a profound influence on Black history, particularly in the context of the African diaspora and slavery in the Americas. Enslaved Africans were often introduced to Christianity by their captors, and the Bible was used by slaveholders to justify the practice of slavery. Passages such as Ephesians 6:5, "Slaves, obey your earthly masters with respect and fear," were cited to enforce submission and maintain control over enslaved people. However, the Bible also became a powerful source of inspiration and hope for enslaved Africans. They identified with the Israelites in the Old Testament, who were also a people in bondage seeking deliverance. The story of Moses leading the Israelites out of Egypt became a powerful symbol of liberation and was frequently referenced in spirituals and sermons. Verses that spoke of justice, equality, and God's love for all people, such as Galatians 3:28, "There is neither Jew nor Greek, slave nor free, male nor female, for you are all one in Christ Jesus," resonated deeply with the enslaved and fueled their resistance against the dehumanizing institution of slavery. During the era of slavery in the United States, the Bible was both weaponized and revered. Slaveholders often selectively interpreted the Bible to justify slavery, emphasizing passages that seemed to endorse the practice. At the same time, enslaved people found in the Bible a source of spiritual strength and a narrative that paralleled their own struggle for freedom. The secret worship meetings known as hush harbors became spaces where enslaved individuals could gather to worship, sing spirituals, and interpret the Bible in ways that affirmed their dignity and humanity. These gatherings were acts of resistance, where the enslaved reinterpreted the Bible's messages to align with their hope for liberation and justice. The influence of the Bible continued to shape Black history beyond the era of slavery. It played a crucial role in the civil rights movement of the 1950s and 1960s, where leaders like Martin Luther King Jr. drew upon its teachings to advocate for equality and justice. The Bible's messages of love, peace, and justice provided the moral foundation for the movement's nonviolent resistance to racial segregation and discrimination. The Bible, the history of angels, and Black history, especially in the context of slavery, reveals a profound narrative of both oppression and liberation. While the Bible was manipulated by some to justify the atrocities of slavery, it simultaneously offered a beacon of hope and resilience to the enslaved. The stories of angels and divine interventions in the Bible provided powerful symbols of protection and deliverance, deeply resonating with the struggles faced by Black communities. The reappropriation of biblical texts by enslaved Africans, who found inspiration in the tales of deliverance and divine justice, underscores the transformative power of faith in the face of adversity. This legacy carried forward into the civil rights movement and continues to influence the ongoing fight for justice and equality. The history of angels and the Bible, intertwined with Black history, highlights the enduring power of these narratives to inspire, uplift, and drive the pursuit of freedom and human dignity.